Thank you so much for inviting me here. I'm thrilled to meet you and your colleagues, and I'm very excited to be here in Lima for the BIOCON conference. I became a conservation biologist 40 years ago, working in the Hawaiian Islands in the Pacific, and realizing that many of the species that I was watching there would soon be extinct, and indeed some of them now are. That made me very concerned about doing the science and the advocacy that would prevent the loss of biodiversity from around the world. It's a matter of what kind of a world we leave to our children and our grandchildren. I want my daughters and my grandsons to see the amazing things around the world that I have seen. It's also, for me, a spiritual reason, one that is justified very powerfully by the recent encyclical from the Pope, who tells us that we must be good stewards of God's creation. It's also an economic one. Poor people depend very much on their immediate environment. Unless we find a sustainable future, those people will not have a rich life. We need to put all those things together and be better stewards of the world. Latin America has the greatest number of species of any continent. Latin America is incredibly rich in the number of kinds of birds and butterflies and flowers and mammals, a whole variety of biodiversity. So the kind of biodiversity that we're going to give to our children and grandchildren is going to depend on people just like you who care for the biodiversity in their countries. I'm excited to be here because Lima is a beautiful city, Peru is a beautiful country. I always enjoy coming to Latin America, but it is so biologically rich. You have one of the world's most productive oceans just a few hundred meters from where we're doing this interview. You have a desert, you have the Amazon, you have the mountains. It's an amazing place, and that and the excitement of all the young people who are going to be here are why so many of us have come from all over the world to be at this meeting over the next few days. This is going to be a very, very good meeting. It's attracted a lot of good people, a lot of my friends from all across Latin America. This is a beautiful city, it's a beautiful country, it has spectacular biodiversity. This is going to be a place where we shape the future of the biodiversity for Latin America for decades to come. Please come. Muchas gracias.